What's up guys, my name is Aaron, aka Super Tiger, and this is Worth It. Welcome back everyone. In case you forgot what Worth It is, essentially it's me spending my money on a product, unboxing it if possible, from there giving you some highlights about what I liked about the product, what I didn't like, and then having you tell me if it was worth it or if I'm still making continuous mistakes in my life. So today I wanted to talk about a product that I feel hasn't really been given a good rep ever since I've kind of looked up products like these, but it kind of accidentally happened for me to buy this, mostly because of an emergency. So the backstory is, a few years ago when I moved out, I bought one of these. This is a Dyson V7 and it has been the miracle worker of my life. Whenever there's a mess, you take this out, boom, clean. If you need your floors to be cleaned real good and make them real shiny and real nice and gross, you take this out, you just vacuum for a little bit if you needed to, because it has two modes, high suction or extended suction. You switch to high suction, everything. Mess done, boom, vacuumed. But a few weeks ago, I had another situation where there was dirt on the ground. I needed it cleaned because people are coming over. I go to use this, and the battery doesn't work. I start getting red flashing lights here. I don't know if you can see it when I do that. Probably, oh actually, sorry, it's down here, if you can see right there. And I was looking up what the problem could be because I kept it on the charger for so long, and it seems that there is an issue with the battery and I have to go directly to Dyson to get it fixed. But unfortunately, I did not have the time to go to Dyson to have the vacuum fixed before people were coming over. My floors were dirty, I needed them clean, I didn't want people to think badly of me. So I did my Worth It route and looked for vacuums that could help me instantly. So for there, today's Worth It will be about the Dyson Simplistik 3-in-1 corded stick vacuum. Now this might be one of the worst unboxing videos you'll ever see, and I'll explain why. But first, this is the Dirt Devil Simplistik 3-in-1 corded vacuum stick vacuum. On the front you have your vacuum art, you have your person who is enjoying their life vacuuming, you have their person who is vacuuming after their messy cat that you can kind of see if the focuses, and you have the person who switched over to the handheld mode, which I kind of conveniently learned for the first time as I started looking at this packaging. On the side you have ready, set, done. It's all about getting it done faster and easier, save more time living, less time cleaning. Wow. And on the back you have essentially the breakdown of the vacuum, how it's lightweight, easy to store, how there's an 18-foot quick release cord, a durable metal wand, wow, a removable handheld vacuum, news to me, rinsable F113 filter, easy empty dirt cup, hard floor, and light carpet cleaning. And then you have the repeating picture right here of the person cleaning up after their cat. And on the other side, it's the same as the other side of the packaging. Cool. And on the inside, and here's where it gets worse, it's completely empty. And I'll explain why. I had to take out the vacuum immediately because I needed this done quick, so I forgot to unbox it, which is my bad. But if you can use your imagination just this one time, my unboxing will be better, I promise. On the inside, you would hypothetically find your manual here, which talks about the vacuum, how to break it all down, and how to get the filters, everything like that. Also on the inside, you have your thing to rate it on if it's good, not good. You have cardboard, you have plastic that holds the vacuum and the metal container, and a deep, you can see that, a deep box on the inside. But if you want the actual product, it's really long. You have the vacuum here, which on the top is actually not part of this. You have to screw it on through the back part here. You have your removable metal wand so that you could take it out to switch to the handheld vacuum. You have your 18-foot cord. You have the vacuum itself, Dirt Devil, and you also have the bottom part. So this part, the metal bar and this are all separate in the box. You just have to put them together and boom, you have your vacuum. Now this is a pretty cool vacuum, not only because it's cheap, and I'll explain the price at the end, but as I also found out from the actual kind of unboxing, it has multi-purposes. Like, imagine you are vacuuming your floor, which has a pretty good suck, ew, gross, and you look on your couch and you notice there are a bunch of crumbs on there and you have to get rid of it, but you're not going to lift your vacuum and start vacuuming your couch like an animal. Instead, if you want to, you can just Optimus Prime this vacuum. You just turn this part around, take this out, and on the bottom, you just pull this and boom, you have a hand vacuum just like that. It's faster than a pit stop in Formula 1. It is quick, it is easy, it is so nice to do. And then if you are done using the hand vacuum, it's easy. You just reverse the process, push this back down again, put the handle back in, and then just put the bottom part also, and boom, you have a vacuum again. This is so fast, this is so easy, and it is very good to use. The vacuum itself does have an easy access point to remove the dirt, and it has a filter inside as well, which can last up to 3 to 6 months. And if you do need a new one, you can just contact Dirt Devil and you'll be able to get a new one that way. I mean, you'll probably have to pay, but you could probably get a new one that way. So to remove it, all you have to do is push this big gray button here. From there, you then have your own bottom part. You can just take out the filter, dump it in the trash, wash it if you need to, and all of the dirt in here you can just pour out, put the filter back, boom, and then just connect this easily and you're ready to go vacuum again. Now, as for some things that I don't necessarily like about this, and it's mostly because in our world these days we are in a cordless, wireless world where we are not bound by these wires anymore, since everything is now just free. It was the same with my Dyson, it was the same with a lot of other stuff I own, and something that I didn't really pay attention to when I was getting this vacuum, mostly because I needed a vacuum urgently, is that it has a cord. And I kind of struggle sometimes forgetting that there's a cord. I feel it pull back and I have to unplug it, move it to a different outlet, and continue vacuuming that way. It's a minor inconvenience and I obviously hate it, but what can you do? The other thing that isn't really necessarily a hindrance, but because I'm so used to my other vacuums pushing it from the top part, is that the on switch, and it actually made a lot more sense after I learned that this is also a handheld vacuum, is kind of down below. So when you are vacuuming, you have to unfortunately exercise in a way and reach down, slide this on, and the vacuum turns on. In handheld mode, obviously it's easier because you're holding it this way, on, off. But because my Dyson is up here, I'm so used to just pushing up here and it turns on. So that's just kind of a minor inconvenience that I guess is what it is. The other thing is that because this was such a cheap vacuum, it does kind of have that cheap feel. I feel like if I just drop this not from such a high height, then it would just break. I guess that's what to expect when you pay a low cost for a vacuum like this, but it has this very plasticky feel and doesn't feel as sturdy as you kind of expect a vacuum to feel. And the last thing is, as you kind of saw from the unboxing, I found out that this is a 3-in-1 corded stick vacuum, and of the three things, the first one being a vacuum, the second one being a handheld vacuum, and I might be a dummy, but I cannot figure out what the third thing is. I checked the manual, it doesn't say what the third thing is. So I don't know what else this can do besides vacuum and switch to a handheld vacuum. Maybe I'm missing something obvious, maybe I've already talked about it and I didn't realize it, but in the comments below, if you could let me know what I'm not seeing and why it's 3-in-1, that would be great. Checking on how much I paid for this, after my discounts and everything like that, I paid a grand total of $27.75 for this vacuum. So in the end, after paying $27.75 for something that stepped up, made me feel good, and was great, is it worth it? Let me know.